Hello beauties and welcome back to my channel and this review of the Lemonade palette by Dominique Cosmetics. I bought this palette on Beauty Bay and I know it was sold on Ulta and now it's sold on Sephora, and I think Dominique Cosmetics has their own site as well. The brand is made by Dominique, which is a YouTuber here on YouTube. I am actually not subscribed to her. I've heard nothing but good things about her, but her eye looks are just very neutral and I just like a bit more of color. That's why I was actually really surprised in a pleasant way when she released a color scheme that was as fun as this one. I bought this on Beauty Bay for like 350 Swedish crowns, and I know in US it's like $42, so that's actually a pretty good, like it's pretty much the same. So I think that's pretty good that Beauty Bay didn't up the prices when it came to Europe. So this is pretty much $42, but in your currency if you buy it on Beauty Bay as well. There's a lot of fallout with this palette. That's why my palette is looking very janky. I have used all of these colors and I have used this palette quite a few times, and I did film 3 looks with this palette, which I'm very excited about. I have not seen a lot of looks floating around the internet with this palette, so I did film this look and 2 more, and this is like that you have to do a yellow and orange look with this palette. So I did that and I'm actually quite pleased. This is going to be one of the looks that's coming tomorrow on my channel, and then I did 2 looks with these shadows, like more cool toned, more pastel, and I'm actually really pleased with the looks that I did. This palette has a lot of fallout, like fallout when you put it on your eyes and fallout like kick up in the pan. I don't mind kick up, but fallout is a bit annoying. I always do my face first because I just can't really get into the groove of makeup if I don't have my eyes done. So I always tend to powder under my eyes, but when I've been using this palette I had to be extra careful to always powder everything so that I can easily brush away the fallout. But this one does have some fallout and it does have some kick up in the pan. The mattes are so creamy and lovely. This is turning into be one of my favorite matte formulas, even though it has kick up and even though it has fallout, I still really like it. It blends so nice, it's really opaque. This yellow is amazing, so pretty. I really like this Shy Tea as well. It's like a dark, super plummy brown, so I don't know, it's like a mix between a purple and a brown. It's actually really pretty. Nude tea is totally not needed for me. I don't use colors like this to set my primer, and I think it's stupid for us beauty YouTubers to talk about that every palette needs to have a color like this so we can set our primer, but we're so woke when it comes to concealers and foundations, but then all of a sudden it comes to eyeshadow palettes and we're like, yeah, everybody needs this. Everybody does not need this. I wish that this was a matte pink instead, and I will show you that in the looks how I would have done it. I feel like right now, hasn't everybody already found their matte black, matte cream and inner corner highlight that they love? Does every palette has to have that? I mean, how many do you need? And it's not that hard to travel with one palette and one single, if that's the thing. I really don't think so. The shimmers. The shimmers are beautiful, but they are a bit chunky, so if you have slightly older lids like me, I'm in my 30s, they will maybe look a bit chunky on your lids, maybe accentuate a bit of texture. I did notice that. I don't think I've ever noticed that with any other shimmer eyeshadow, but when I had some of these pinks and like, I was like, girl, you look old. Put on some moisturizer, what's going on? So I will say that they are beautiful, but they're a bit chunky, so they actually do accentuate a bit of texture. Also, I did pause, rewind, calm down. I heard that she did recall these palettes because she had a problem with pressing. That seems to be a common problem nowadays. Maybe everybody's using the same factory. And I will say that I think that I got an old palette, because these 4 here are very tightly pressed, but I can pick them up with my brush, but I cannot pick them up with my finger, because when I use my finger they will form hard pan very easily. But if I use my brush, like, let's see if I can find the brush that I've been using. I should have prepared this a bit. Oh, it's right here. If I use my brush, am I gonna be able, and I just go like back and forth like this and just go like this, I will pick it up on my brush and I will be able to use it on my eyes. but it is tightly packed. So if you like using your fingers when doing your eyeshadow, make sure that you get the newer version. However you're gonna make sure you do that, I don't know. But I think I got the older version. I can still use it. You will be able to see that I can pick it up with my brush and I spray my brush. I do that with every shimmer, but I do think that these especially do become better with some spraying some. It doesn't have to be an expensive setting spray. You can buy a setting spray from the drugstore. You can use a spray bottle and fill it with water. It just has to be a bit moist to really bring out the metallicness. Metallic, is that a word? It's a word now. So I like this palette. I would say that this is like a B-. The color scheme is amazing. I love the color scheme. I wish that the matte cream wasn't here. Yes, I do. But I really like, and I can make it work, but I do think I got one of the bad ones, but I still don't think that it's a bad palette. But I don't understand why the ones that were sent to Beauty Bay, because these were released at Beauty Bay way past she had sent out the new palettes to the disappointed customers in US. That's why I don't really understand. Did they just send the bad palettes to Europe? And they're not bad. I just heard the new ones are great because everybody loved the latte palette, and this one is nice. This one is not like making me not want to try the brand anymore. I think this one is nice. I will tell you though, Beauty Bay, you cannot release the palette and the lip glosses not at the same time, because I wanted to try the lip glosses as well, but they released the palette and then like a couple of hours later they released the lip glosses, and I had already ordered the palette then. I was like, what are you doing? Beauty Bay, get it together. You can't play us like that. That was stupid. But yeah, I really like it. It comes with a sleeve like this. I like when they come with sleeves. Okay, sleeves are nice, and the plastic that I'm gonna throw away because it does have a mirror, so the plastic will protect the mirror from getting powders on it, which you will really need with this palette if you use the mirror. I really don't. But the palette does slide into this little thing pretty nicely. You have all the ingredients on the back together with the color scheme here, and it's okay. It's okay. Let me just show you some close-up swatches, because I mean they swatch nice. They swatch beautifully, and they work on the eyes too. It's just not perfect. So I'm giving it a B- because the shimmers aren't perfect, but overall I kind of still like it. But let's just get into the swatches. So yeah, that was everything for this review. Let me know, have you tried this palette? Do you feel like you got the old version or the new version? I feel like I got the old version, but I still kind of like it and I can work with it. I mean, I did this look and two more looks that I really like. I would say though that in the future I hope that she also comes out with some shimmers that aren't as chunky, so us with not 19-year-old skin can enjoy the shimmers better as well, because I really do like how she thinks when it comes to shimmers, because she has some interesting colors and interesting like shimmer particles in different colors in, and I really saw that in the swatches. I would like her to continue with this like drinks theme. I would love to see something like, I don't know, what would you like to see? Because now she done latte, which is a non-alcoholic beverage, and she did lemonade, which is a non-alcoholic beverage. What would you like to see now? Do you think she stick with the non-alcoholic beverages, or should she maybe do like a spiced wine or a mojito or a, I don't know, I mean a Singapore sling for summer? I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I hope she doesn't just do a hot chocolate. I would like to see even more mattes from her. I think that she would be able to do some really colorful but toned down palettes if this is the route she's going for. I would love something that's like purple or green from her, because I think she would be able to do that in a way that would be pretty and usable for a lot of people, even people that normally do not use purples or greens because they are maybe afraid that they will look like clowns, which you shouldn't be. Because color is pretty and color is fun. And yeah, I think that was everything. Tomorrow's gonna be 1 palette 3 looks. Let me know how you feel about that. And I think that was everything. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow with the looks. Bye!